What's better than high-speed racing? High-speed racing where you can absolutely destroy everything in your path. But before we dive into this review, a huge thank you to DeadGoodMedia, Bugbear and THQ for providing me with an early access review code. I really appreciate the opportunity to check this one out in its early access. But with that being said, please note that this is still a work in progress build and Wreckfest 2 is in early access. Now, Wreckfest 2 brings pure carnage and metal crunching with tyre shredding action, but is it just mindless destruction? Or is there a great racing game underneath all the chaos? Well, let's find out together. Right from the start, Wreckfest 2 makes one thing clear. It is all about the mayhem. The driving feels weighty but responsive, striking a nice balance between arcade-style fun and just enough realism to make the crashes feel brutal. Every corner is a risk, and every race feels like a battle for survival rather than just a competition for first place. And not just for you, the player, but for the AI as well. They aren't afraid of getting stuck in and roughing it up with the other drivers. Argy-bargy is frequent and the fierce battles and battle-torn cars are everywhere. The AI is fun to do battle with and relatively smart. They aren't biased and everyone sort of feels their wrath and lust for destruction as much as the player. But as you can see, the real star of the show is the destruction. Every crash, every collision, and every piece of metal getting ripped off feels incredibly satisfying. Whether you're T-boning an opponent into a wall or getting absolutely annihilated in a pile-up, the game makes sure you feel every single impact. And let's be honest, that's exactly why you purchased a demolition derby game like Wreckfest 2. And it's exactly what we're here for. I might be a competitive racing fan, and the desire to win is always strong, but Wreckfest 2's bumper bashing made me change my focus and just focus on having fun. It didn't matter if I was first, second, last, or even upside down. It's just fun. Now, however, regarding the vehicles, variety is limited. For now, it's just 4 cars in this early access build, but the cars that we do have feel different enough to be interesting. Some are built like battering rams, while others are quite light and agile, but won't survive too many hits. Now, it does say in my early access build that more vehicles will continue to be added, but at the moment I've got to judge it on the merits it is. Only 4 cars is a little bit weak. Now here's where early access starts to show. Right now the content is a bit thin, as we only have the 4 cars as mentioned, and only 4 tracks to play with. Now they do have reverse and alternate variants, but it still doesn't feel quite enough. The core gameplay is solid, and it's fun, but the limited selection does leave you wanting more. I played around 4 hours and I honestly felt that that was enough for me. And a lack of career mode is really disappointing. I'm someone who loves career modes and focuses heavily on those for my channel, and I feel without that, Wreckfest 2 will probably lose its luster before the content will be added in the future. Now, multiplayer is available, and I imagine it'll be absolute chaos in the best way possible, but at this time I've not been able to test it. I still think, with the current track and car limitations, it won't have the staying power just yet. Now, regarding the tracks that we do have, they're well designed. Some are tight, some are twisty, some that force aggressive racing, and some that just focus on pure destruction. But again, the variety is lacking and it still leaves you wanting more, which is testament to how fun the racing is. I want to play more, but there's just not enough here. Visually, Wreckfest 2 looks fantastic. The damage modelling is impressive, with metal twisting and breaking apart realistically, tyres getting launched into the air, and just general debris everywhere. And every crash looks as brutal as it feels. And that adds to the entire immersion. And considering, even with all this carnage, performance-wise it's still good. I'm playing this on my PC on my OLED ultra-wide with an RTX 5070 Ti, and the gameplay is smooth and responsive. With a mixture of medium-high settings to attain the highest frames per second, it was a great experience. And I am pleased to say, even in this early access build, there wasn't any major bugs or hiccups. The sound design is another strong point. The crashes sound painful and impactful. Engines have a solid grunt to them, and the noisy, destructible environment pump the adrenaline. I mean, just listen to it. Just listen to it and feel the collisions. So, is Wreckfest 2 worth picking up in early access? Well, it depends. If you want to just jump in, smash some cars and experience some top tier destruction, then hell yeah, it delivers on that front. The core gameplay is satisfying and fun, and if the original game is anything to go by, there's potential for this to become something even better. But if you're looking for a full experience right now, you might want to wait. The content's limited, and while what is here is enjoyable, it just might not have enough variety to keep you hooked long term just yet. I think it's great, but might be worthwhile coming later when we got more content. From my understanding, we're going to get some more cars over the next 2 months, so keep an eye out for updates for Wreckfest 2. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my review. Let me know in the comments if you're jumping into Wreckfest 2 early, or if you're going to wait for the full release. And of course, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more Dot Trace content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single Dr. Ace video.